to know is about the final night, and all I can say is the one thing I told myself before going to Miss Universe was, regardless of the outcome, if I did everything I could and if I am happy with my performance, I need to be content with whatever the outcome is. And it was hard to accept. It wasn't something I expected. I'm still trying to understand, and there's obviously not a certain answer I'm going to get at this moment. Everything happens for a reason, and that's literally the only thing I can look at, is saying there's a reason why I didn't make it to top 21. It's not something I understand currently. It's not something I expected to happen. It was extremely hard standing there and knowing that South Africa did so well for 3 years. But I gave everything, and I'm proud of myself for standing there, and I overcame so many things that I struggled with for such a long time. When I look at my Miss Universe interview, they asked me how to embrace my vulnerability, how to put myself out there regardless what the outcome is. And I can't go around saying to people that when I don't fully believe it. So I have to accept that I've put myself out there, and that was more than enough. And in 5 years' time, I will understand why, and I'll understand why things didn't work out like I wanted it to. I didn't think I was going to cry so early. But it's simply because of all the support I've been receiving and the lovely messages and comments. I'm so grateful to have been able to represent South Africa and make you guys proud. And before coming to Miss Universe, I just said I wanted to be the best version of myself, and if I can make everyone out there proud, I've done what I should have done. So I'm just so thankful and grateful, and I'm doing well. I'm obviously a little bit emotional, and I think it's quite normal. But I have done everything I could. I gave my best. I showed up 110%. I've learned so much about myself. I've given everything I could. So how was the whole experience? It was really everything I could have wished for and more. Like, since the day I arrived, up to interviews, up to prelims, I'm just so grateful that I actually had the opportunity to walk the stage. Prelims was like, when I spoke to Werner afterwards, I was like, Werner, I just felt a certain presence, and I felt at peace with everything I did, and I felt so content. And I got such great feedback on my dress and my bikini performance, guys. I was so nervous about bikini because for some or other reason, to walk high pace is really hard for me. And just before I went out, my roommate, Estefania, she was like, listen, you need to over-exaggerate for it to look like something. So I was just there on stage, like, overdoing the hip movements and everything. The whole experience was amazing. We were in the hotel a lot, and I've been struggling with my eyes the whole week. So I messaged Tamron, and I was like, listen, doctor, my eyes are so dry. What can I do? So I was quite missing being outside, and luckily I get to see some of the US now. But the whole experience was amazing. Can you give us a hint? Yeah, why not be transparent? Can you give us a hint? What are the questions behind closed door interview, Love Your Queen? So this was a very interpersonal interview. It was all about your personality, your daily life, what you do back home. And I felt really good about my questions that I got, because you only get 4 minutes on the one panel and 4 minutes on the other end. So you only have 8 minutes, which is really short. Like, I feel like all the girls said it was really short. It went by fast. So I knew when you got in there, you had to show everything you have to offer in that 8 minutes. They asked me about my COVID experience. They did ask me what was the biggest challenge I faced during my childhood. They asked me, should I be Miss Universe? What would I do with the platform? What makes me beautiful? What was the biggest challenge I faced this past year? What else? why Miss Universe? Why did I choose Miss Universe? Um, I got questions where I got to show every single aspect of myself, why I should be Miss Universe, what my good qualities and bad qualities are. I showed them that I can be vulnerable, I can be strong, and that was enough for me. I couldn't have asked for my interview to go any other direction than it did. So just to be transparent, I actually wish they released the interviews because I was really happy with mine. I cannot say thank you enough. That's the only thing I wanted to do, was make you guys proud, and if I did that, I'm happy. Sorry for crying, guys. I've been emotional for the last few days, not because things didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, simply because I can't believe how people are just sharing love and support towards me.